The Isle 95.9.
Kshow's company just got kicked off. Nonye's right here.
Kshow definitely in the building. That's why it's called Kshow's Company. It's me and my friends. It's me and my colleagues, and it's about us, quality music, quality entertainment, quality conversation. Friday evenings at its most entertaining. How you doing, Nonye? How's your week been?
I'm good. I'm very good. The week has been, I would say, resourceful. I've been at work every day. Yeah.
No, you have to. We pay you.
Sometimes I forget.
Yeah. Nice one. Really nice one. You're made up today. You're heavily made up today. What's happening?
I don't know.
You don't do this often.
I went through my makeup box and I found some old makeup that I used to have.
It's more like you're trying to impress someone.
That's not true.
I'm just saying.
That's not true.
We have a special guest in the building. Her name is Ugocci. How you doing, love?
I'm doing okay.
Good to see you. It felt good that you actually reached out. That Kshow, I wanted. This is the first radio station you're coming to.
Yes, yes.
You know, the fact that you reached out and said, I thought I was just one of them to you. Like, okay, like they, but like we're
One of one.
We're lining up your radio station to. Because I'm a big fan of yours and you've been quiet for some time. It's good to have you here.
Thank you.
Ugocci has a new, oh, by the way, it's because of you she made up. It's because of the big fan. I'm not joking. If you think I'm lying, watch that behind you. She didn't make up for that. Do you see her? My God is good.
That's not me. She looks good, but that's not me.
You're somebody that we both admire a lot. We don't admire too many people, so it's good to have you here. Ugocci is in the building. She has a new single out. We'll be talking about it amongst other things. She's a very interesting company. She's an amazing person. She's a super talented human being, and we will be having a conversation. But in case you do not remember or you do not know who Ugocci is, she had the song with Yemi Alade.
Yeah.
Ugocci is dropping a new single today. You dropped a new single today, so we
just dropped
here to talk about it and other things. Let's kick off with this. Achalugo, our first interview, and it was a lovely one. It was a memorable experience. Our first interview was when you dropped this song. I think not too long after you dropped this song.
Yeah.
And we discussed so much. We talked about so many things, your plans, and you've been quiet. Where has Ugocci been?
Yeah. 2025, sometimes like you make plans and then there's like life having other plans for you. So initially, like I wanted to put out an album this 2025, but then again, I'm of the opinion that whatever is worth doing absolutely well. It's a lot of stuff that has happened in 2025, some personal stuff that, kind of like stalled the album. So I'm like, you know what? Let's kick off the last quarter of the year with an amazing song. But I definitely know that an album will come in 2026. There's no hurry. There's no pressure. I'm just chilling. But I'm glad that, I was able to put out something before 2025 ended. And it's doing fantastically well.
When you say there's no hurry, isn't that a bit of a problem because the competition is vast. It's thick. It's scary.
I'm not afraid of competition.
I get. You shouldn't be because you're amazing. You shouldn't be. I'm just thinking like there's so many people trying to get in there.
Yeah.
There are very few spots up for grabs now. And if you're not aggressive enough, you understand, especially when you have other things to offer apart from go half naked and go all sexual and all. Don't you think that it can be a bit more inimical to what you're trying to do if you do not move faster than others? Because at times some people move faster and it seems as if they're the ones that are really ahead, whereas they're not.
Yeah.
You just cause that certain people that should be there did not make the moves when they were supposed to.
So I'm of the opinion that no matter how crazy it gets, make sure that you always have yourself in people's mouths. And that's something I was able to do throughout this year. From January all the way till this song dropped, I was constantly putting out like story times and stuff to keep people very busy. And my engagements did not drop at all. People were still very engaged from January up until, I eventually dropped Achalugo. So I had story times that almost people were like, put it on streaming platforms, So like I said, I feel like what Ugocci does, what I do as a person is completely different. I tell stories for a living. My music is a vibe on its own. So, and also I have been able to like know what to like feed the people that come to see what they want to see off of Ugocci. Because at the end of the day, I feel like the problem is when, you know, you don't know the kind of stuff that the people that come for you want. If you're trying to do stuff like, you know, so the kind of stuff that I do is completely different. I tell stories. People have already come to understand the kind of person that I am, the kind of music that I make. And I was able to still keep them entertained until the music eventually came.
Okay.
And yeah.
Part of the, they say it's the, jack of all trades.
Master to none.
Master of none thing.
Yes.
Would you say at times that maybe you're a bit more relaxed in your music because there are other things like this levels of engagement that you just talked about, that there are other things that Ugocci can always be doing to keep people interested in a brand?
I don't think relaxed is the word, because there's people cannot do the kind of stuff that I do. They would tear their ACL. You cannot put words together the way that I do. You cannot put stories up the way that I make up stories and then have you in that euphoria of like, did this really happen? I've done stuff where people are like, oh, did this happen? Is this your story? So I feel like the stuff that I do is not easy. When you see it, 1 minute of story put together so beautifully well with lyrics, melodies, thoughtful opinions that have people saying, did this happen or did this not happen? Sparking conversations. It's not easy. Try it. Your ACL would see.
I feel like piggybacking off what he said, it can be a bit distracting if you come to an artist's page and you're not seeing music, because if I see you and you say singer, songwriter, the whole thing, if I come to your page, I expect to see you singing and songwriting or something. But then I see you doing something different. Don't you think it deviates?
That is music. What is music? What you're seeing on my page is still music. You know, maybe not commercial or out there on streaming platforms, but it's music. It's still amazing lyrics put together. At the end of the day, I like to call myself an entertainer. Do you understand? The ability to tell stories, piece it together, and still perform. I'm still able to perform some of my stories at shows, and everybody's cheering, you know. And the beautiful thing is that from January up until now, there was no time where it was like, oh, I wasn't busy. So I've been recording this over 50 songs recorded. The album is looking beautiful. But like I said, time and chance happens to everything. Sometimes it's not just okay for this to happen at this time. So you just let it happen when it's supposed to happen. But in the meantime, make sure you're not idle. Make sure you're doing stuff and make sure that people are not bored. And that's Ugocci. You will never be bored. There's always stuff to look forward to with me.
You talked about how there were certain circumstances that caused the delay for you to take it, take a step back and say that, okay, maybe this is not the right time for me to do this. Maybe I should plan differently. What could those things be? Is it more personal or on the professional tip? Is it like, okay, maybe Ugocci couldn't get, because music is capital intensive now.
Yes.
Is it that Ugocci couldn't get the level of support for her music? Because the song we just played is a potential hit if it had been pushed much, much better than you did. Because I feel it wasn't pushed that much.
Okay.
But what could be the reasons that caused the delay for you to take that step back and reevaluate your scenario?
Yeah, well, majority of the reason is like very personal. I would also like to say, like,
did you get divorced?
Divorce? I'm not married.
I know.
No, like, personal.
Divorce sounds personal.
It wasn't a divorce because I'm not even married to start.
Yeah, I know.
But like, while I would say like some is very personal, music actually needs like a lot of finance, especially like in Nigeria now. If you don't have all like some kind of money to an extent to push the music, you wouldn't, be able to put it out there. So yeah, another reason why I would say like, oh, I had to step back a little bit is like, I need to make sure that, I have all the finances, all the support that I need to an extent, because at the end of the day, there's never enough plenty money to push music. And this is an album. It's my debut album. It's the first one. So I have to come correct. Like, even if it's like maybe 12 songs in it, 10 songs in it or more, at least like 3 should be like very all over the place. So that's it. Yeah.
You did mention that you're dropping your debut album very, very soon. And I love to see that whenever it happens. But you picked Achalugo to start the rollout with. Why?
Well, Achalugo is a song that I wrote to, celebrate beauty, poise, elegance, hard work. Because at the end of the day, the literal meaning of Achalugo is like the abode of the eagle. And we know what the eagle is known for: strength. The eagle is known for its ability to see like far, for its poise, its elegance. So for me, when
the eagle could also be terrified.
Because it snatches cheeks.
Yes, it signifies, pride as well. It's just, for me, it's just aura, So when I decided to put out Achalugo, it was me also saying, like, with everything that's like, happened this year, all the stuff that has happened, it's a beautiful way to close my year. It's a beautiful song. It's celebrating people. It's letting people know that at the end of the day, there's nothing that you're not capable of. You feel me? You're strong. You're full of poise. You're amazing. You're capable. And that's it,
And I love it because there are so many people out there that need to be celebrated. People don't love themselves enough.
Yeah.
But a lot of people think they do, but they do not. And once in a while, people need to be reminded that you're special. You might not know you are, but you're special.
The Isle 95.9.
The still Kshow's company, Kshow in the building. Nonye is here, and our special guest, Ugocci, who happens to be the brains and the brawn, because there's some strength that goes with it behind that song. Before we talk about the song itself, there's a Achalugo challenge.
Mm-hmm.
You talked about
the movements. It's not a challenge.
I noticed if you go check Ugocci's page out, you'll see she throws this red carpet out, and I noticed, so it's only females that have beauty and poise and all the ones that you're talking about. Because it's only females that I see on your red carpet.
We just started. The song just dropped today.
I don't care. I do not care.
Do you want to strut on the red carpet?
No, I don't.
You should show your stuff.
But the men I know that will not mind also strutting their stuff on the red carpet. It just, and Ugocci is not looking at me while I'm saying, so she's feeling guilty about something. No. Explain yourself.
So, first of all.
So men don't have beauty?
Wait now. First of all, it's not a challenge. For me, Achalugo is like a movement, because I feel like when you say challenge, it's something that just comes and then stops at the end of the day. Achalugo is a full movement. And then throwing the red carpets, for me, because all over the world, red carpets like signifies, someone who is a celebrity. When you're on a red carpet, you know that the lights are on you. It's lights on. And then it's not just women, okay? We started. Kshow, you need to be calming down.
That's not women, men still.
There's no gender bias with Achalugo.
You can be an Achalugo.
I think I discussed it with Nonye, and Nonye, I've forgotten the story Nonye gave me, because I complained about it. Nonye gave me, yes, I did. I said behind your back, I'll say it. They thought. So over time, we will have males also.
Of course.
On the
carpet. The men would be on the carpet as well, because there is no bias when it comes to Achalugo. I am of the opinion, and I believe that everybody is Achalugo.
Definitely. We all are.
Yes, we all are.
Now, there are a million things that somebody like you who has you have a literary background, you can talk, you can write. Yes. There are a million things you could have written about. There are a million things you could sing about. After Achalugo, the song you're bringing out, there are a million things, especially the topic of love. And obviously, I know you're not going to do all the I don't get money type of songs, because that's what everybody's singing now. What inspired Achalugo? Why this particular theme? Why this particular topic?
So I feel like as Africans, there's like too much that we're capable of. So for me, Achalugo is all encompassing. If you look at the challenge, the movement, I don't like to call it a challenge. The Achalugo movement, when it started, there's this thing in Nigeria where it's too much, when you go online, it's too much tribalism, there's too much bigotry on the internet, it's too much haze going on these days, and that's why when the movement started, I'm like, I want to see every single type of person on my carpet. I don't care who you are. I don't care your tribe. I've had so many people hit me up like, oh, Ugo, when we saw, big shout out to Bimbo Ademoye.
Yeah.
When
Who's that?
so the Ademoye, the actress.
Okay, sorry.
When people saw Bimbo on the carpet, they were like, oh my goodness. So that way, it just tells people like there's no bias.
It was a voluptuous one.
Yeah, the very fuzzy one.
There's a cream.
That's Bimbo.
I noticed.
Yeah.
I know you noticed that.
I'm only human.
So Achalugo for me is just very encompassing. I was inspired by the strength of us as Africans, the things that we're capable of, the poise, the things that we can, deal with, the things that we can handle. And those are the things that also signify like an eagle. Eagles are known for strength. They go for what they want. They go for their praise. They hunt. They're strong. They exude regal, and royalty. So that's what Achalugo was all about for me, and then I wanted something that people would always, vibe to, dance to, shake their body to, listen to, and just, nod their head and feel good. It's just general feel good.
Because it has a thing of personal experience to me.
Yeah.
Because is it you talking to yourself? Because I'm thinking I overthink things, I overcalculate things at times. Like, okay.
I was talking to myself. In the lyric of the song, I was saying, because I was telling a story, I said, you get this girl where they stay for roundabout. Everybody loves her, because I feel like I'm very likable.
Yes, you are annoyingly likable.
Everybody likes me. So I was just telling a story about a girl that is very endearing, a person that people loves, she gives out money to strangers, she's helping people, and she's Achalugo at the end of the day. So that's what the song is about. It's just celebrating, the beauty that people are.
But is it? It's supposed to be, when you talk about it, it's supposed to be a positive message, right? Love yourself and all. But when you really look into it, it's kind of the sad story, isn't it? You don't understand where I'm seeing it from. Okay. It's a side of where, because you talked about some things being really personal.
Yes.
The side of where, when you're that darling, when you're that one that is always looking out for other people and you're always giving out and you get hurt in the process.
Yeah, it's another angle. That's why, for me, Achalugo is a song that, like, someone posted a TikTok today and the person said, to all the firstborn daughters.
Oh.
Yes, and then put the song on it. So sometimes we make music, you can make, like, someone says something, you do big things from a small place. You could be in a really bad place, and then you think about something that can elevate other people's spirits or your spirit. So Achalugo is that kind of song. There is no ounce of sadness in the song, but it could have come from a place where someone looking at you from another angle can be like, oh man, thank you for recognizing me in this life, because I really wasn't feeling this way before I started listening to it. So yes, it's different strokes for different
people. Because that's the angle I was seeing.
Yes.
So far that you've thrown the movement out.
Yes.
What has been how has your fans received it?
Oh.
And have you gotten any other people doing their own spin of the Achalugo challenge by themselves?
The beautiful thing is that people are now improvising their own red carpets. People are using mats, they're using towels, they're using wrappers, and it's just very beautiful to see, I mean, everybody has their own interpretation of what their own Achalugo movement should look like. So people are just, I saw someone use leaf, I saw someone use like cocoyam leaves and it was just so beautiful. He had his wife work on it with cocoyam leaves and it's beautiful. So the fact that, something that big can come out of, something very
something so small
is just so amazing to see.
I think what captivates me about it the most is you can feel the energy, you can feel the genuine energy.
It's just in the background.
Yeah, use the background then. Then the people that walk the carpet, they usually, at the start, they're a bit, then once they get on the carpet, they just turn on the swag.
Yes.
And I'm like, it takes a lot to be able to achieve that.
You sound like you can direct someone walking on that red carpet. I can't wait to see
it. Has its own vibe. Once you step on the carpet, you get vibe ASAP.
But I doubt if Nonye will ever.
I want to see you on this.
Just Mariah will be. I can't do it. I'm a very shy person. I can't. Let's play Ogologo again. There's still so much to talk about once Ugocci steps in the building.
Yeah.
There's always so much to talk about.
The Isle 95.9.
We've been having fun with Ugocci because she just dropped her debut single for her album coming up very soon. Can we get a glimpse into that album yet?
What kind of things?
Like a little something. What's going on with the album?
As what do we expect?
Exactly.
Diversity. The album is just beautiful. I don't know. I put my whole soul into it. The songs you're going to be hearing would still have, the Ugo flavor. But at the same time, you would just know that this girl just put her whole heart. I feel like, how you can listen to an album and maybe one is not, hitting. Every single song in the album is hitting.
Because people can relate to almost everything.
Yes.
Funny enough, Nonye's question I wanted to ask this question before that because I noticed that your single so far, you lean more into, you make Afrobeats, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we need to be sure.
Yeah.
Before you say that,
No, she make come up piano.
Okay, good. Because Afrobeats now the way it is, especially when it comes to the language that people utilize, not the language of music, native languages and all. The line has been so heavily blurred. You understand? People can go from Pidgin to English to their native language.
Yes.
And I noticed that you've leaned towards that native sound, which people are not really doing that much anymore. Is that intentional, or you just sing it how it comes to you? Or this particular song, it was just, that's the vibe that came to you. Like, this is how they will feel me the most, because I don't need to understand what you're saying to feel the song. You understand? So how did this song and your music in general, is it just you want to stay with that native sound? I'm not complaining. You understand?
So the thing is, Ugocci is an icon, representing a certain, place that she comes from, which is the southeastern part of Nigeria.
We're talking of yourself in third person.
I like to do that sometimes. So, yeah, like I always say, I used to say that when I started making music, al initio, I want to be, I say wanted because I know that I am right now, but I want to still be the reason why girls from the southeastern part of Nigeria would want to make music and be okay to be original in their skin and sing in their dialect. Because music is very diverse. When you travel outside the country, in most Spanish countries, they listen to Spanish music in Spanish. No one complains. You go there, you're going to dance to soccer, you would dance to Spanish music. So I still feel like, when it comes to Nigerians and Afrobeats generally, we should not feel like, I cannot sing in my dialect because they're not going to understand it. I feel like it's only here that we say stuff like that.
No, but funny thing, I think we've gone past that. I'm just talking about like to the extent at which people do it. I'm thinking they just don't do it that much. I think Afrobeat has got to that stage where artists sing comfortably everybody's singing in their native languages.
I feel like maybe she means like purely from start to finish, your language.
Okay. Well, in most of the songs that I do, I always make sure like you would hear some English sprinkled in, or you can hear a lot of English in it. But at the end of the day, you're still going to know that Ugocci actually did sing this because you would hear Igbo in it at the end of the day.
Okay, so Achalugo is out today. I don't know why I'm repeating that. Aside, you've dropped a couple of singles that I've listened to. So there's Do You Really Like Me? There's even Ogologo. So what's the difference between Ogologo, Do You Really Like Me, and Achalugo? I don't want to sound like a stalker because I've been on your page.
You sound like
I've been on your page and I used to see there was this one that really caught my attention, one of your story times, but it was, you sang it like some guy was keeping you waiting. I can't really remember because you have a lot of it.
Too many stories.
Exactly. So what's the difference between all the songs you've dropped and Achalugo?
Achalugo, like I said, is a song. Those ones are not about, poise or elegance or celebrating, what we do as Africans or how strong we are. like you said, I was keeping a guy waiting. That one, it doesn't have anything to do with Achalugo. Ogologo was
bad influence.
exactly.
No, that
Like me is a completely different story. Achalugo is celebrating, beauty, elegance, royalty, hard work at the end of the day, and having people walk happily on my red carpet.
As you progress, as you make song after song, as you day after day, month after month that you spend in this industry, do you see the need to evolve? Do you learn? Do you intentionally try to learn from the last experience, or even in your songwriting process and all, like, okay, the next song, okay, why don't I try this? Or everything for you is just instinct. It's how it comes to you and you throw it out.
Anyone who's listened to my sound from 2021 would obviously know that there's a lot of stuff that has changed, because back then, you know how they usually do, like, maybe like crowd backup. At the end of the day, as an artist, I feel like you still have to evolve every day, else you're still going to be stuck in the back. The reason Achalugo is out here and doing very well now is because there's new methods, there's new stuff that Ugocci has done. There's stuff in my production that has changed as well. There's stuff that I can listen to and be like, I like this. I think we should also imbibe this. So yeah, every artist should evolve. Even with the way you use social media, you should be thinking up new ideas. Also, you can also try brand new stuff and the song is not going anywhere. There is no community for your song. So at the end of the day, I just feel like, it's thinking of new ways to put your music out there, thinking of new ways to engage your audience, because you still need people to listen to whatever you're putting out. If you're putting out music and you're not doing it with hopes that people would listen, maybe you're not really doing it because you want people to listen. So evolving necessarily, while you're trying to fix your sound, you need to make sure that you're also doing stuff to engage the people that you want to listen to it. You might evolve all you want and there's nobody going to listen to that.
Okay, so keeping that community is very, very important.
Yeah. So how were you able to build that community? I know it's constant reinforcement, etc. Aside that, what difference do you have to other artists that made you? Because I go through your page and I see the engagement. Because once you drop something,
we know you go through her page. You have that before.
Once you drop something, so people like talk about. And we know other people that where they'll drop stuff. I just see like one or two comments, or there's no engagement. So how do you keep your viewers, listeners, community members wanting more, coming back?
I think we would be being myself. Because at the end of the day, you need to let them know that you're human like them as well. You're not static. They need to know that you also eat, you laugh.
No, don't eat now.
Most people like their pages, maybe they just, only when you want to put out music or something, And like I say, I always try to engage people with real life and real time stories. And again, I know what works for me as an artist. It's good to know that.
I think that's the biggest.
I absolutely know what will work. I tell my manager, I say, and he knows. He would say, "Oh, don't worry, they will eat this one." So it's good to know what works. They love these stories. Give them what they want. They like it, what you do. Give them the stories. They love this. Give them the stories. While you're evolving, they can see that you're evolving, but at the same time, there has to still be that speck of originality that they're used to. You don't take that away from people.
So, when you say you learn how to be better, how do you learn how to be better as an artist without literally ripping someone off? Because there are songs I would see, or their personalities I would see, and I'm like, this personality is familiar. I think I can link you up with this. Or the sound, that the way you vibe to your music, I can link you up with this. So how do you differentiate copying and being a better person?
You have to rip someone off completely.
Okay, so who are you representing?
I wasn't done.
Okay.
If you have to rip someone off completely to be better, it means that you had no substance in the first place.
Yikes.
You feel me? And again, we need to understand that the music space, there's nothing you want to sing that someone has not sang before.
Yeah.
So the whole idea of ripping off someone completely is still somehow to me. But what I think is you should have a personality that shows in your music. When you listen to the kind of stories that I tell, like, nobody's going to start a song off and say, "It gets it, baby, where I want to talk about." should they stay for roundabout? It's not regular stories that you hear. I'm telling you about a regular girl that could be staying in your area. That's not how people regularly start songs. I love to tell stories. So people who listen to my music, they know, oh, we know what Ugocci is going to do. If you have your fans say, I know what Ugocci can do, it's a thing, it's a win, you won. Because there's nothing we want to sing. People call me, oh, Onyeka win over our time. I'm elated. I love it. Call me Onyeka win.
You know what? Before, I was listening to Achalugo and I was trying to compare you to someone and I was thinking of it and I did not know that it was Onyeka win. That was in my head.
But I saw rest in peace. We actually were supposed to have something in the works. It was almost in the works before she passed on, and death devastated me absolutely.
And we're at that period where, for example, have you noticed how R&B music is coming back? Have you noticed? And music from the 80s that people like Oyeka, you're bringing it back without people even noticing that's what you're doing. And that's a beautiful thing. Let's take Achalugo again, right?
Yes. But piggyback off what he was saying, do you think there's any time or a space in your album or any other album where there'll be a sample? Not by Onyeka, there are a lot, there's Christy, Ibokwe, there are a lot of them.
Yeah.
So would there be a space for you you don't even have to sample the ladies, you can even go for Osita or Sadiwe if that's what you want. But is there a space for something like that?
Yeah, as long as it's not going to be like an uphill tax to clear.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's not just saying no sample. You know, some of these people,
You don't want to pay that.
their songs. Do I have these? But let's be factual that there are songs that sampling is not a problem, but clearing it is the issue. But you could get like some sort of inspiration from the things that you've listened and then piggyback off of it and then, you know, do your twists and turns and try to make it sound your way, you know, or something like that. So
The Aisle 95.9.
Kshow's company is the name of the show. My name is Kshow the Maestro, smart and so good. You got to call the name twice. Nonye is right here beside me.
Yes, sir.
And don't forget, we have a special guest in the building who dropped her new single after some time, Achalugo. And we've been conversating. If you just joined us, it's never too late because there's so much to still take from it. But Ugocci, what? Oh, by the way, thanks for the cake.
you're welcome.
We're appreciated. We're appreciated. What Nigerian artists are you listening to right now?
Me,
Yeah,
She said me. She's listening to her.
myself.
that's not fair. That's vain.
What other? You say other.
Oh,
You
what
can say
other?
other Nigerian artists apart from yourself.
Yeah.
Because I'm a Nigerian artist.
Oh, I see what you did there. What's that? Okay, so what other Nigerian artists are you listening to right now?
Oh, there's so many. I'm listening to my girl Paragon. I'm listening to Yasso. Yeah,
Paragon? Who's that?
she's a beautiful artist from the Southeast as well. I'm listening to Paragon. I'm listening to Yasso. He started,
Who's that also?
Okay.
yes. I'm listening to Fola.
Okay, I seem lost there. Okay, I know Fola.
I listen to Fola. I'm actually listening to Tiwa's new album.
Yeah. But I haven't listened to it.
We'll be listening to it today.
I'm listening to Yemi's new song, Bali.
Like, you and your man kind of cool, sir.
Yes, very. She just sent me products. They just called me on my way here.
Okay.
God bless her. I'm listening to so many beautiful artists. So there are plenty. I can go on and on. Listen to Kenny Z.
Yeah.
I'm listening to so many. There are plenty.
Let's go be personal. My favorite.
I love the fact that you mentioned that Yemi Alade sent you some products.
Yeah.
Is this... She said it.
No, I'm waiting. I want to hear what you want to say.
I just wanted to know, aside music, are you looking forward to doing other things like fashion? We see a lot of people going into the beauty industry. There's Beauty by AD, getting makeup, skincare, etc.
What I want
clothing.
to do is not in any of those lines.
But you want to be a tech bro.
No.
Okay. Now that she has said she's not interested, let's go and be personal. So far, since you've been around, so far, we all make mistakes. We've made mistakes. And what are the things in the industry that you say that you never expected to see? Some experiences you might have had that you're like, okay, mama never told me there'll be days like this. And how have you because I think we had was it recently? Or you went on that podcast that we talked about the dark arts of the industry.
Beauty was we literally talked about it too.
Oh, recently.
Yes.
Yeah. And what side of that have you experienced? Like, have you had moments that you're like, okay, I really don't think I want to do this anymore. If you people need me to do these things, or or I have to tolerate or go through these things that I'm going through, if you have gone through them. What side of the industry have you seen? Is it that nasty? Because I think it's nasty everywhere, but is it nastier in the entertainment industry?
Well, I think in my case, sometimes they tell people like some things are better left for you to experience. So my manager would always tell me like, you need to understand that everybody's not your friend. I'm a very friendly person, and I'm of the opinion that when people, it should be like, oh, people should always, reciprocate.
No, people don't.
So I have had people like, not reciprocate the kindness that I have, somehow very well thrown at them in the past without thinking. And then in my head, I'm going at them with the same like, oh.
If it was me, I wouldn't do this to you.
Oh, lies. And they're looking at me like, sorry, it doesn't work like that here. And then another thing that I've come to understand is that people will only stick around when there's sugar. The moment they feel like you don't have buzz going on for you, they stay away like you never existed. And it's funny and sad at the same time, because it's not all the time. There's no top forever. That's why I believe in legacies. Build a legacy that people would always remember and come back to you for. But you might not have that top one all the time. So the way people stay away from you when they feel like there's no top going on in your life, it's funny. Nobody's checking in on you. Nobody wants to know how you're doing. They just stay away and then come back like, they did not just stay away when they see you back on the top, or when they see sugar coming back into your life. That's another dark side that I've come to see. And then the third would have to be, I think this one is like, regular stuff. And now it's no longer regular for me, because if you're a beautiful babe, you should not be mad when people make advances at you in the industry. It's industry stuff. So they would always be there. The only thing that makes it sad is when they relegate all your talent to the back and they're just saying, oh, come, let's run 1 or 2 packages.
So when you meet these people that want to run 1 or 2 packages, as you said, how do you manage or handle it? Because I always say I'm not the most patient person when it comes to mostly dealing with men. I'm either I need to cut you off and just go, or I would say my mind, and many times it gets me in trouble. So how do you manage it or deal with it?
And have these things happened to you?
Of course.
Like scenarios where they're like, either we run package or I'm not doing anything for you.
I'm a fine girl. So, and some people with like, they always have like their funny fantasies. They're like, I like you, that kind of stuff. And then you're telling them there's stuff that we need to, there's a project. I came at you with something. Let's make this work. You've told me that I'm talented. Let's focus on that, but they don't care about the talent. So in situations like that, there's just 2 things to do. Forget about the project, abandon whatever thing it is you came at them with, so they don't have any hold on you, and then just walk away. Or, you just try to be nice and, keep meandering your way,
So you can't meander.
Some people, they will just be like, oh, well, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you next tomorrow. I'll see you next week, until you've sorted the whole thing, and then they leave, Again, if you cannot do that, just step away. Personally, I just leave it, because I don't have the strength to be arguing with anybody.
How many projects have you had to walk away from because
of
things?
A couple.
Like, how big were they? And are this part of the reasons why there was that delay, or because you have decided to do everything via your own standards, via your own values? You're not going to bend down literally and do a sibling?
No.
You're not going to bend to.
This was on a general note. For the album, like I said, it was like way all that like personal stuff. There were things that were already planned for the year that did not quite come to fruition the way they were supposed to. And because I plan every single year, we have a way that a year is supposed to go. And if it's not going that way, some things you cannot just, again, it's a project. It's my debut one. I didn't just want to put it out like that. They were like really personal stuff, that I might not really want to talk about on air. But yeah, there were stuff, and it wasn't about that. But the whole, needing to bend figuratively or is on a general note. It's just something that happens.
They say a lot of the top female artists, that a lot of them had the very top ones. I'm not mentioning any. People say that, or people speculate that they usually have to go through that to get to that level. That it's very hard to hold on to your values and get to that topmost level.
It's not hard, in my opinion. It's the only thing that is difficult is having to do it by yourself. But holding on to your values at the end of the day is just a thing of choice. You can decide. The only thing that is hard is you doing it by yourself. But one beautiful thing is that eventually it begins to take shape. And I personally, I'm not of the opinion that women who have made it big or at the top, had to do something to get their way.
It's what we hear. It's not something I know.
It's speculation at the end of the day. It's speculation, but I'm not one to believe it, because this is me punching my way through, to get to that place.
But that's you. You're speaking for
that's me. Exactly. I cannot speak for other people. I'm punching my way through, but you seem to be speaking for other people. I'm making it.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
But you were speaking for other people.
It's still speculation at the end of the day.
I get it.
You understand? But I like to stay on very positive side.
I know.
Yes. So I am not of the opinion, my opinion, that people have to, women have to do stuff like that to get.
I am not of the opinion that all women have to bend to get what they want.
People are working very hard.
Yeah, I agree that 110%. But
work comes in different forms. That's yourself.
But I feel like at some point you have to admit that sometimes all this bending over and not bending over kind of stifles your career a bit, because something you would have gotten in 5 minutes because someone needs some extras, you have to probably take a week or two for it.
And that's why I said it's difficult.
Well, yeah.
It's difficult when you're doing it by yourself. But eventually it just takes shape. It will just take time. But it will still take shape.
Okay.
So that's it.
Okay. Final question before Nonye wraps it up, because if we were to do this, we can talk all day. That's what Ugocci does. Oh, by the way, she used to be a broadcaster. So, your love for music, is it getting in the way of your love life? Are we thinking of getting married anytime?
And having babies. A little Ugocci.
Like 2 or 3, a boy and a girl?
Or 2 girls and 1 boy.
Or twins?
Twins. Triplets. Nice.
It won't triplets.
I grew up in a loving family, so of course I want to have my own family one day.
So are you in a serious relationship right now?
Now, no.
But you're in love with the
man are crazy.
I am not, so I'm not. I'm just,
She chilling.
Yeah, I'm just chilling, making music and throwing red carpets.
It's a day's job at the end of the day.
Yes, it's a full-time job.
A full-time job.
Do you think a serious relationship will get in the way of your career?
I don't think so. I don't think it will.
So,
Chuck.
So why are you dodging it? She's a psychopath.
I don't think so. You understand? When babies come eventually.
And no, that's in babies. You have to start from somewhere.
You have to.
Okay. You're not even in that relationship.
No, the relationship is not going to stop anything. How would they know that you're in a relationship?
Exactly.
So I don't think it's going to stop anything, because there's people who have, done relationships and they're still putting music out. In fact, these days people use their relationships as the pots to promote their music as well. So
get you a relationship for stunts.
If I find a relationship for stunts, I'll think about it. If for anything, you will even help promote the career, because now people want to know who you're with, want to stalk him, and come back and drop updates and also.
So you just haven't found the right person?
It's hard to now, because you don't know who is there, because they want you to start helping them promote their business at the end of the day. Or who will not be able to stomach the fact that there's other men in your comments dropping love emojis and telling you about how much they love you. Or your unavailability when you have to go for shows or tours or travel out, So at the end of the day, it has to be someone who understands the terrain properly and is able to navigate it with you.
And it's a very difficult situation to be in, right?
Yes.
When you can't be sure who really wants you for you or who wants you for, who wants the real Ugocci and who wants Ugocci.
It's very difficult, trust me.
The artist.
It's very hard. That's like me. I don't think I want, somehow they say, oh, you should be with someone who is an entertainer too because they will understand.
They would tend to want to chill.
No, I would want someone who is not even on like all the social media. Even if you're on social media, your page should be private.
They have like 5 pictures.
Not 2. Or 1. Yes.
So I want you have like dark shades.
Oh,
you're so selfish.
No, now we should blend.
Yes, now she has the followers.
I have the platform already. Why do you imagine?
I don't want to mix flat.
Malta wants us to collaborate. No, I would just stop if it was just.
You guys will now start your YouTube sick couple family. Hi guys.
That's like, it could be like a retirement plan, when you people have now had your family. See now into. No, man.
I understand.
I don't know.
But I'll have you in my prayers. Because you deserve the best when it comes to. Okay, good. This single drops today. What's the next step? We're expecting a video. Have you shot the video?
I haven't shot the video yet, but I will soon. Very soon.
And you're not going to disappear on us again after this?
No, I'm working on the album already. Like, it's almost done. There's too many songs. I'm at the point where now it's hard to like select, the ones that should make the album because it's just too many beautiful songs and I cannot put all of them there at the same time.
How many songs are you looking at for the album?
I want it to be an album of 10 songs. So that way, because I'm looking at it from my own perspective. If an album has like 20, 22 songs.
Nobody has it.
Always, exactly. So I want to make it 10 songs so that if you look at it like, it's 2 EPs combined. 5 songs. You look at it from that angle.
Okay. Any big names apart from the song with your melody obviously will be on it? Or it won't be?
I'm still going to look because there's too many songs. If I see like, there's other songs because, that one is there already. I might not put it in the album, but I'm still looking.
Any other big names?
I'm not going to spill that.
Okay, why don't you people do that? Why do you people always do that?
So that it will be a big surprise.
Come as surprise now.
But won't it make people look forward to the album more like, this person's going to be on it, that person's
maybe
going to be on it?
If the album was dropping like next month, I will now tell you now. But now that the album is dropping
in
next
a couple
year,
of months. Oh.
Yes. So I cannot tell you who is featured because the excitement wear off already.
No vex. It should not vex for us. Okay, good. Good to have you in the studio, love. And as I said earlier, we can go on forever once we start conversing. Nonye, anything else you want to ask?
I can't wait to see you when the album comes out. Literally.
Thank you.
That's what I have.
That's all. You see all the time. You stalk her page. I'm sure. Ugocci, anything you want to tell the listeners or your fans?
Yes, please. Achalugo is out now, and I want you to just go and check out the song on all my social media platforms and stream it, download it, keep listening, share to all your friends, and your skin will be clear all the time. Thank you.
Okay, Ugocci has been with us since after 5 p.m.
Yes.
It's difficult to let you go, but we are not letting you go. We're only letting you go in physical, but we are always with you. Am I overdoing this?
Yes.
Let her go.
Okay, yeah.
I love to see you go, but I love to see you already.
Thanks for dropping in your social media handle for your to-be new fans.
Yes, it's at Ugocci everywhere, spelled UGOCCIE.
Okay, that's what it is. The red carpet. When will we have meals on it?
Sooner than you think.
Okay, we'll be expecting you. Thanks for dropping it. Thanks
you
again for the privilege of making our station the first station you launch your song on. And thanks for the cake.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay, God bless you, darling.
Thank
you have a great, a safe journey back.
And you too.
And we have your back, always here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hey there, I'm Moyo Lagos, co-host of the Good Nigeria Show right here on the IL 95.9 FM. If you enjoyed what you just watched, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much.
The IO 95.9.